Hello everybody, Bad Weather Freak here. Today is August 6, 2020. It is about 8:50 a.m. and I have a quick update on the 2020 hurricane season. I don't know if, but probably a lot of you have noticed or have seen already in the Weather Channel and maybe other weather related sites or even on TV that the Colorado State University bumped up their forecast for the 2020 hurricane season. They usually don't do that unless they know something is brewing, something is going to happen, like an extremely busy season. Even for 2017, for example, they didn't do it, where they really cranked up the numbers, and that's what they did now. Yesterday or 2 days ago, I believe 2 days ago. So originally, Colorado State University, they said that that the forecast was going to be, and this came out in April, where they said that the hurricane season numbers were going to be 16 storms, 8 hurricanes, and 4 major hurricanes. So 16, 8, and 4 were the original numbers that they were expecting. Well, the peak of the season hasn't even started. It starts in mid-September, and we already have 9 storms that have formed, including 2 hurricanes. So they decided to bump up the numbers, and now they're saying 24 storms, 12 hurricanes, and 5 major hurricanes. So they really cranked up the numbers. And that was expected because of the amount of activity that we have had already. I mean, like I said, we're not even at the peak of the season, nowhere near. I mean, we're about a month off still from the peak of the season. And we already have 9 named storms. So what is coming seems like it's going to be tough. Right now, we are going to have probably about a week to 10 days of, seems like it. Anything can change. But it looked like a week to 10 days of quiet time. So now is the time to prepare. If you haven't, I mean, you should by now, but if you haven't, you still got some time for pretty much get ready for what is coming. We have other experts in the field that are already showing. I've seen some videos where they are showing some signs that that they're a little worried for what is coming. But another thing that is part of the factor why we are pretty much in the road of having something really busy or busier rest of the season, and that is in the next probably 10 days, there's something called MJO. I think it's Madame Julian Oscillation, something like that is how you pronounce it. I know people know it by MJO. And those are like the conditions of the atmosphere. So we know already that we have warm water, plenty of fuel, plenty of warm water. There's a lot of upper heat content. The upper heat content basically is, again, heat in the ocean. So if you look at the Western Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico, north of Cuba, like the Florida Straits, there's a ton of upper heat content that these storms can tap in and basically get stronger. That's one thing. So you got upper heat content, extremely warm waters. I mean, we're talking about temperatures in the water, so of like high 80s to potentially they are gonna get into the 90s as we get later in the summer, like now in August, September, October. That's gonna happen for sure. And then the MJO, what I was telling you about. So the MJO, it's like the air, like the air currents and all that. When you have rising air, that's good to spin up storms and to basically create them. When you have sinking air, that's not good for them. That's actually bad for the storms. So what is going to happen is, right now we're kind of like in a neutral stage where it's kind of like neither or. But as probably the next week to 10 days, there's a big, strong shift that is going to be happening for the Gulf of Mexico, Western Caribbean, and the western part of the Atlantic, where we're gonna have strong racing air, basically, which can spin up the storms. So that's basically a big thing, because that we know, if you have looked at the history, you have seen something called the Central American Gyre. The Central American Gyre sometimes can really spin up. They can really spin up storms, and I have done it many times, where it's potential that can happen again, and even worse, because of the MJO phase that area is about to go through. So we got 3 main components there that are positive for tropical storm tropical development in general. So that's all I have for you guys. I wanted to give you an update on that, on the new numbers from the Colorado State University. But besides that, stay safe, get your preparations ready, and subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and I'll talk to you later.